Welcome to the midweek video. We reached that part in the 23rd Psalm where it talks about that the Lord leads us on the right paths or in paths of righteousness. Guides are important. I remember a few years ago that my dad wanted to go and visit some places in the Second World War where famous battles took place, etc. My mum wasn't interested in going. So my mum said, would you go with him? So I went. And we were blessed actually with a really good guide. And this guide actually took us to various places. And he took us to the dams where the dam busters had been, and took us to other areas of important battles that took place in the Second World War. And we were able to explain things, and he was able to show where these battles took place. And he explained such a lot. He was a real good guide. Had I just wandered about with my dad, we'd have missed so much. We'd have missed so much of what this guide actually were able to reveal to us. And in this passage, we're back again to the whole idea of the shepherd guiding or leading the sheep. We looked last week about how the sheep sometimes needed to be restored. Why did they need to be restored? Well, they went their own way. They wandered off. They got lost. And the shepherd had to go in search of them and actually then had to restore them, bring them back to the fold. But you know, the sheep would follow the shepherd for the big things, the food, the still waters to have a drink. The sheep would follow the shepherd in things like that. But you know, sheep are often prone to actually just wandering off. And they wander off and they get lost. And sometimes getting lost, you know, is not just a case of just one big bad turn that they take. So they turn off right and they keep walking and keep walking. Sometimes it is like that. Sometimes it happens. But sometimes, you know, it's easy for sheep to get lost by taking a little left turn here, wander down there, take a right, take a left. Just little things, till eventually they're separated from the shepherd. But the shepherd wants to guide the sheep. And likewise with us. You know, we can think of God who we would pray, we would seek him, we would say, Lord, I've got some big decisions to make. Lord, I've got to know from you, Lord, which house do I buy? Lord, I've got to know which of these jobs should I take? Lord, who should I marry? There's these people on the horizons that I don't know which to marry, Lord. And we seek him for the big things, and rightly so. But actually, you know, God also wants to lead us and guide us in the small things of life. Not just in the big things, but in the small things. And you know, it's good for us to actually get into the habit of committing all things to God to lead us. Even through the small things, which might seem petty and small, God is interested in them. And one of the blessings, you know, of being guided in the smaller things is that we get used to his voice. And then when the big things come along, we listen to his voice and he guides us in the right ways in which we should be going. And so let's remember, as we go through life, we need a guide, and God is offering to be our guide. He is the good shepherd. But let's seek guidance from him, not just for the big decisions in life, but for the many little ones that we have to make, the little decisions, day by day decisions. Let's bring them before God. Let's say, Lord, would you lead me down the right paths that I need to walk on, even in what seems like small, insignificant decisions. You see, God is interested in absolutely every aspect of your life. So we need to get into that habit of saying, Lord, lead me on the right paths in this decision and that decision, and yes, the big ones, but the everyday ones. God bless you.